Hey everybody, it's Candace, and I had my first appointment at the surgeon's office today. Let's see, I got there and I gave them my paperwork. They got my $25, which it was supposed to be $250, but my insurance paid for most of that, so yay, go insurance. Let's see. They gave me this, okay, they took me back and they weighed me and they got my height, and it was all messed up because my weight said that I had lost 2 pounds, which is crazy because I've been like picking out because I'm like, well, I won't be able to do this later, because I told myself that day after Halloween I'll start the Atkins diet to start shrinking my liver and to get some of this weight off. So I've been eating whatever I want to. I lost 2 pounds. And then the thing that said how tall I was, it said I was 5'5". I'm not 5 foot 5 inches. I'm like 5'6" and 3/4. And I was wearing sneakers with like a good ½ inch lift on them. And they still said I was 5'5". Now, I don't think I was slouching, but the nurse there said that she knows it's wrong. She tried to tell them it's wrong. But I was like, well, heck, if it thinks I'm shorter and I still am at this weight, at least that lifts my BMI up to really make me eligible for the surgery. So they did all that, and they took me to this, the little examination room, and the little exercise physical therapy lady, we chatted, and she took my measurements, and I told her about the weight loss surgery for dummies and how great it was, and she recommended it to the behavioral therapist. And so she took my measurements, and then she gave me this thing that I had to grip with each hand to test my upper body strength. And then there was this other thing that measured my body mass index and my BMI, and it measured my body fat percentage. And it, like, I didn't feel anything, but supposedly it sent some sort of current through my body to test my body fat percentage. And then they gave me this book because they asked me, are you interested in lap band or gastric bypass? And they gave me this book. See, it's 60 pages, and I read the whole thing while waiting on the nurse practitioner to show up in the room. I got there at 11:15. My appointment was 11:30. And I got out of there at like 2:28. But the nurse practitioner, she talked to me about vitamin deficiencies and stuff like that, and stuff that could go wrong with the surgery. She told me about 50 ways, or not that many, but she told me a ton of ways that I could die. And she told me that they could most definitely get me the surgery before, in my scheduled time between semesters. And she said that if they couldn't get me before Christmas, because they might be booked up, just in case, if they couldn't get me before Christmas, they could probably get me on January 2nd or so. So, she also said the only other thing to keep me from having the surgery on time is if the EKG showed something, or if the echocardiogram showed something, or if the psychiatrist thought that, I don't know, she told me to be very articulate and tell him exactly what I've done in the past to lose weight and all this kind of stuff, because he considered surgery extreme measures. And this is the nurse practitioner's quotes, not mine. That's what she did. She said it's considered extreme measures to him, and then she laughed really loud. And then she wrote me the prescriptions. I told her I had to be at Richland so that I could get my insurance to pay for it. Or I wanted it to be at Richland because I knew that's where everything was. This is my prescription for my echocardiogram, and the office is going to set that up for me. This is my prescription for lab work, and all I have to do is call and register and show up to have that done. And this is my prescription for the upper GI, which they're going to schedule for me. And then they gave me this paperwork about what healthy BMI is and examples of physical activity I could do and what your heart rate should be and all sorts of stuff. All about physical exercise and all that kind of stuff. That was my first visit, and I will update y'all more when I go to have these tests done, because I know the upper GI will be an ordeal. At least I hear, you know, my boyfriend had to go for an upper GI, and they like put him under for a little bit, and then, you know, brought him back, and I had to drive him home and all that. But anyway, oh, and I had to take the dog to the vet to get his vaccines done, and he was so bad. He peed on the floor at the store, and then he wouldn't hold still. They had to put a muzzle on him. He hates that place. And then they gave him his shots, and all of his shots, the first shot, he jumped a lot while the needle was in him, so I know that's got to be sore. And then the other shots were, he's painful. He's been hollering and stuff all night because he's been in pain. And so they gave me the oral shot to give him. This for hookworms and some other worms. This one he takes by mouth, and they told me to just take it home and give it to him. But he has been in such pain tonight, I didn't feel like giving it to him, so I'll give it to him when he's feeling better. So, oh, and he's got some skin issue. He's all flaky. So I have to take care of that. He's got, I couldn't even see it under our lights at home. I can only see it at the vet's office. It's crazy. But anyway, that's it for today. That's my first appointment. I'm excited. Bye.